Hello, Assalamualaikum. So welcome back to MGT162 Fundamental of Management. This is chapter 5 with the topic motivation. So there will be two videos from this chapter and this is video number 1. Okay, so in this chapter, we want to know the definitions of management and we want to discuss a few theories of motivation. Okay, so here you can see that of course we're going to start with the definition. Okay, and then we want to see the early views of motivation. So we have the human resource model, the need-based model, the process-based model. And the need-based model, there will be one theory, McGregor's theory X and Y, and after that we're going to compare between theory X and theory Y, and then we're going to see the need-based model, Maslow hierarchy of needs, and also Herzberg two-factor model. For this video, we're going to focus up until Maslow hierarchy of needs. Okay. So first, let's see the definitions of motivation. Okay, so motivations is a set of forces that causes people to behave in certain ways. Okay, it is a psychological process that gives purpose and direction to behavior. So we can say that motivation is force, okay, where it will push a person into certain direction for to achieve certain goals or certain target of that individual. Okay, so usually we're going to use the motivation factors, motivation aspect in order for us to make sure that the objective, the target can be achieved, whether it can be for the organization or you as a student, you also need motivation to achieve your your goals, your target in your study. Okay. So firstly, we want to see the McGregor's theory X and theory Y. So theory X and theory Y, McGregor is under the human resource model. Okay. So what is theory X and what is theory Y? Theory X. Okay. Theory X managers perceive that their subordinates have an inherent dislike of work and will avoid it if possible. Okay, meaning that, so you just remember that X means that the manager assume that the subordinate, his employee, doesn't like to do work. Okay, so he have this perception that this employee didn't like to work, and of course when you didn't like to work, you will try to avoid to do the task, okay, at all possible. You will try your best to avoid everything. Okay, if the manager asks you to do the task, you will give 1000 excuses so that you will be excused from doing the task. So this theory as the managers will perceive that all the subordinates, okay, this subordinate didn't like to do work. Okay, however, contrary to theory Y, okay, the theory Y managers perceive that their subordinates, okay, enjoy work and they will gain satisfaction from performing their job. Okay, so it's very contrary with the X. X perceives that the employee, the subordinate, didn't like to do work. Okay, but Y perceive that the employees, the subordinate, would love to do work. They enjoy doing the work. They're always looking their opportunity, their chances to get more work to be done. Okay, so they really love to performing the task. So of course, there'll be different between these two types of people. Okay, the X and also the Y. Okay, so let's see the comparison between theory X and theory Y assumptions. Okay, remember this is assumption by the manager. Okay, so let's see first one we want to see in terms of employee attitude toward work. Okay, so how is X? Okay, X assume that employees dislike work and will avoid it if possible. Okay, because we assume that X employee didn't like to work, so they will avoid doing the task, doing the job. Well, theory Y assumption that employees enjoy work and will actively seek it. So this type of person who love to do work, of course, they're always looking for their opportunity, their chance to do more work. okay, because they really love their work. So after they finish their first work, okay, they will try to add more work to find what else that they can do. Okay, in terms of management view of direction, okay, theory X assume that employees must be directed, must be caused, controlled, or threatened to get them to put forth adequate effort, because we assume that the employees didn't like to work. So of course the management must always force the employee, direct them, tell them on to do those tasks. If you didn't force them, if you didn't control them, if you didn't treat them to do the task, they won't do it. Okay, so you have to force them to do it. Okay, but contrary to theory Y assumption, employees are self-motivated and self-directed toward achieving organizational goals. Okay, meaning that when you have this theory Y assumption, okay, so you assume that the employees are love doing the work. Okay, so of course the employee who love to do all the tasks, they will be self-motivated. Okay, they are very eager to work, so you don't have to force them, you don't have to direct them, they will do it on their own. Okay, they are self-directed, they are self-motivated, so you don't have to push, you don't have to treat them, you don't have to course them, you don't have to direct them, you just leave them and they will do it. Okay, in terms of employee view of direction, what the employee think. Okay, so under theory X assumptions, employees wish to avoid, okay, responsibility, so they prefer to be directed and told what to do and how to do it. Since this type of employee, they don't enjoy work, they don't want to do the work, so if the manager didn't tell them to do the task, they didn't do anything. So they prefer if the manager, the leader, tell them, direct them on what to do. If the manager didn't direct them, didn't tell them to do, so they won't do anything. So the manager have to direct them. They also want to be directed. The employee want to be directed. Okay. Well, for theory Y, okay, employees seek responsibility. They wish to use their creativity, imagination, and ingenuity in performing their jobs. Okay, so since this type of employee, they eager to work, they love to work, they have this full motivation of working, so they always think on how else they can be better in their work. They always try to use their creativity, their imagination to make it better in their work. Okay, so actually the manager don't have to direct them, don't have to ask them to do it, so let them be and they will use their creativity to do the task. Okay. In terms of management style, okay, of course we have to handle these two types differently. Okay, so for the theory X assumptions, okay, authoritarian style of management, the manager, okay, have to use the authoritarian style. Authoritarian style meaning that the manager, okay, the leader have to hold all the authority. Okay, so full of authority on the manager. Okay, so the manager have to coerce them, force them. Okay, while for the theory Y, you can use the participatory style of management. Participatory style of management by the managers, meaning that when the manager is doing tasks, when he wants to do planning, in doing the decision making, so he can always involve the employees, the subordinate, in doing the decision, in doing the planning, because all these employees who are very motivated, love to work, of course they are full of ideas, okay, very creative, so they will love to give in their ideas, their opinions on whatever that the managers are planning to do. Okay, but if you ask for under the theory X, of course they are not looking forward to the work, so they don't have any ideas, so the manager have to use the authoritarian style, have to be more tough on this type of employees. Okay, so basically we can say that, okay, theory X, employees dislike work, okay, will try to avoid responsibility, need to be directed, and must be forced to work. Okay, while for theory Y, employees want to work and can derive great deal of satisfaction from work. Okay, seek responsibility and also self-directed. Okay, so you can see it's very different between X and Y. Okay, X, those people assume that they didn't like to work, but Y are those employees who really love to work. Okay, so of course we have to treat them differently. Yeah. Okay, next we want to see the need-based model, which is the first one you want to see is the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Okay. Okay, Maslow hierarchy of needs state that individuals have various needs and try to satisfy their needs using a priority system or hierarchy. So for the Maslow hierarchy of needs, okay, so they have 5 fundamental of needs. Okay, there'll be lower order needs, okay, and also higher order needs, okay, whereby the lower order need to be satisfied first before we can move further up. Okay, let's see the example here. Okay, so for the Maslow hierarchy of needs, there will be 5 levels. Okay, this is the lower level and this is the higher level. Okay, 5. The first one is physiological. Second one is security, affiliation, esteem, and self-actualization. So basically, the individual, the employees, they need to fulfill from the bottom. Okay, we, not only employees, sorry, everyone, okay, everyone have to fulfill from the lower level first before they can move further up until the self-actualization. Okay. So for the physiological, okay, for example, good, comfortable working conditions, okay, basic wage or salary. So basically we are working because we want to get this salary so that we can fulfill our needs to buy food, to buy clothes, to have the shelter for ourselves. Okay, so this is why the main reason why we work, because of the physiological needs. Okay, because we need the money. With the money, with the salary, we want to be able to buy food. Okay, to buy clothes that we need to wear, and also yes, to have shelter, a house for us. Okay, after we fulfill all this, and then we will go to the security needs. Okay, security needs is the protection against strict or unsafe working environment. For example, you want a fair treatment, okay, from the management. You want the job security. You want to have a stable job, okay, predictable work environment. Meaning that after you are working at the organization and you're able to buy foods, clothes, and so on, you already fulfill your physiological need. Then you will start thinking about the security needs, okay, where you want to be secure about your job, about your position, at your house, maybe a secure environment for you. Okay, after you have fulfilled all this, you have everything this, you feel secure about yourself, about your job, okay, about your surroundings, and then you will try looking for affiliation. Affiliation is acceptance by others, association and communication with others, being part of a group. Okay, you want to be connected with other people, you want to have friends, you want to be loved, love anyone, if someone. Okay, so meaning that you want to be in a relation with other people. Okay, and after that, after you fulfill the affiliation need, you will go to esteem needs. Okay, self-esteem, so use of one's skills, okay, achievement, confidence, autonomy, independent. Okay? About the reputation, you want to have a status, okay, you want to get the recognition, whether recognition from the company or from society. Okay, you want to get the appreciation by others. For example, like in this esteem, in that you want to achieve more in your work, you want to have a better position, you want to get recognition from your boss, okay, to be confident, to be independent. Okay, after you have fulfilled the esteem need, you will try to fulfill the self-actualization, okay, where you'll be realizing one's full potential, okay, using your own creativity, and try to have the self-development. Maybe you want to set up a new company, your own company, using your own creativity. Come up with your own product, with your own services. Okay, let's see the example here. Okay, so this can be the general example. For example, like let's say you still not working. Okay, you will try first. You want, of course, to fulfill your physiological needs. Okay, you need food. Okay, stability. Okay, friendship, status, and also the last one is achievement. You want to achieve something in your life. Okay, in terms of the organization, of course, the organization will try to offer the salary, the base salary, and then after that, when you get the salary for you to purchase everything that you need, then you want to be more secure about your job. Okay, so it will be better. You'll be more secure if your job have the pension plan. Okay, so meaning that when you are in your older day, okay, so it will be easier for you, okay, to to sustain yourself. Okay, you want to have friends at work. Okay, job title, you want a better position, higher position, you want challenging jobs, and so on. Okay, so let's see first by one by one. Okay, first we want to see the physiological needs. Okay, physiological needs are our most basic needs, which is necessary for survival. Food, clothes, house, and everything. So managers who focus on physiological needs assume, okay, that people work mainly for money and are primarily concerned with comfort and their rate of pay. So basically, those people are fresh graduate, they are working for these physiological needs. Okay, they need to work because they want to purchase everything like this. Okay, after they get all this, okay, we go further to security needs. Okay, deals with our physical and psychological safety from external threats. Okay, for example, job security, freedom from threats, and a need for clearly defined regulations. You want to have security at with your position, secure position. Okay, maybe you need thinking to get the insurance, so if you secure by yourself. Okay, a better house for you, a more secure surrounding housing area. Okay, so managers will offer emphasize rules, job security, and also fringe benefits for all the employees, so that they will be more, they feel secure with the position at their job. Okay. Next is, after they fulfill the physiological needs and their security needs, then they will move forward to the affiliation needs. Okay, friendships, love, and a feeling of belongingness. Okay, individuals value their work as an opportunity for finding and establishing friendly interpersonal relationships. So of course, after you have a stable job, okay, better surrounding areas and all that, so you want to be loved, okay, married, get married, have children, and so on. The third one is the esteem needs. Okay, feelings of achievement and self-worth through recognition, respect, and prestige from others. You want recognition, you want people to notice you, you want to be recognized because of your achievement. Okay, managers who focus on esteem needs try to foster employees' pride in their work and use public rewards and recognition for services. So that's why in the organization, to boost the motivation of the employees, if or when the employees are able to achieve something is very good, very excellent at work, so of course you have to reward them. Okay, so that it will boost their spirit. Okay, they will feel more motivated. Okay, and the last one is self-actualization. If you have everything, okay, you have a family, you have a better position. Okay, so still we need to find something that can motivate you to still work. Okay, or you yourself, you always looking for what else that you can do. Okay, self-fulfillment and achievement, okay, comprises needs for the development of one's full potential or the realization of one's own potential. Okay, Managers who emphasize self-actualization may involve employees in designing jobs or make special assignments that capitalize on employees' unique skills. So if you are working in an organization, the managers might think what else they can do, can they offer to make this employees keep on more motivated to work. Okay, so that's why maybe the employees have a high salary, the position is also at the top position. So what else we can do so that this employee will keep on working at the current organization? So they can involve the employees in designing job, they can offer share of the company and so on. Or sometimes the employee might want to start your own business, okay, open a saloon or cafe of their own and so on. Okay, so meaning that in the Maslow hierarchy of needs theory, people will move their motivation based on the needs that they have to fulfill, where they have to fulfill from the lower level first up to the highest level. Okay, um, okay, so that's it for this video. We're going to continue with the second video. Thank you.